Triumph Thruxton 400, the baby cafe racer that punches above its weight. Picture this. You roll up to a cafe, kick the side stand down, and before you've even taken your helmet off, 3 strangers are already walking around your bike. That's the Triumph Thruxton 400 effect. It doesn't just turn heads, it stops traffic. And the wild part? This thing is an A2-friendly, entry-level single-cylinder machine. Yeah, you heard that right. So here's the story. Triumph's Hinckley team has been on an absolute roll lately, squeezing every last drop of potential out of their little Speed 400 platform. First came the Speed 400 itself, then the Scrambler X, then the Scrambler XC, and then the Tracker 400. And now, to complete the gang, they've slapped one of the most iconic names in motorcycle history onto this baby, the Thruxton. That name has been reserved for Triumph's high-performance Bonneville twins since the early 60s. So putting it on a lightweight 400cc single? Bold move. Very bold move. But does it work? Let's get into it. From the moment you lay eyes on it, the Thruxton 400 makes a serious case for itself. Up front, there's a gorgeous bikini fairing that honestly looks like it was borrowed from the Speed Triple RR, which is a massive compliment. Tucked inside that, the engine itself is a joy to use. There's proper pull from just below 3,000 RPM all the way through to 9,000 RPM, with a noticeable little step up in delivery somewhere in the middle of that range that just makes it feel alive. And there's an extra 1,000 RPM of headroom at the redline compared to its siblings, which means you can really wring it out when you're in the mood. The ride-by-wire throttle keeps fueling smooth and accurate, and there's a satisfying pop, pop, pop from the exhaust that just nails the retro vibe. The slip and assist clutch is light and easy at the lever, and gear changes are good old mechanical clunks. No quick shifter, but honestly, it suits the character of the bike perfectly. Now here's where things get really interesting, the chassis and geometry. On paper, the Thruxton 400 and the Tracker 400 have identical performance numbers, but ride them back to back and they feel like completely different bikes. Triumph changed the fork offset, reduced travel, stretched the wheelbase, and reduced trail. We're talking just a few millimeters here and there, but combined with those low clip-on bars and the sportier riding position, the effect is dramatic. The bike feels longer, lower, more planted. More weight sits over the front wheel, which firms up the forks and means you need a bit more effort to tip into corners, but once you're in, the Thruxton just stays stuck to the line. Confidence-inspiring is genuinely the right phrase here. Throw in a set of Pirelli Diablo Rosso 4 tires, and the grip levels are exactly where you need them to be. There are a couple of things worth flagging, though. The front brake, a 4-piston bi-bray radial caliper, has plenty of stopping power, but the initial bite is soft. You need to give the lever a proper squeeze before it really grabs, which takes some getting used to. Neither brake lever has span adjustment either, which could be a hassle for riders with smaller hands. And around town, those low